Yo, what's poppin', y'all? Welcome to my channel, Stink Meaner. Today we're gonna break down the Not Like Us diss song by Remble. Line by line, we're gonna break down each and every diss and reference that we possibly can. Let's go.
It's Remble. I'm not from LA, I'm from San Pedro.
He starts off the track with his signature name drop, it's Remble. Then proceeds to let you know, he's not from LA, he's from San Pedro.
Write my bars on the paper, they be like cheat codes. Type to pull up to the Met Gala in street clothes.
The line, write my bars down on paper, like it's a cheat code, is a reference to not only gamers having to write down cheat codes on paper, but also referencing how most artists nowadays do not write their lyrics down and just rap off the top of their head. But he's ensuring you that it's considered a cheat code, but his rap peers don't take their time to make creative raps. The next bar, he says he's the type to go to the fashion Met Gala in street/hood clothes. But the bar doesn't really do him justice for anyone who has a second to think about it. The Met Gala is known for people wearing over-the-top clothes and outfits for shock value. But this can also be seen as a disservice to him, implying that his costume or outfit to shock the world would be street clothes. Further implying his street clothes are a costume and puts on a show while doing so.
Don't compare me to no chomos or weak lokes. Pop goes the glico, shot clock the weirdo.
The next line, he mentions not to compare him to any chomos. Chomos are usually child predators. This would be the main accusation Stinc Team and OTM had against Remble a few years back. The next line could be referring to any Stinc Team member with the word "the" in their name. Like Ralphie the Plug, K7 the Finesser, or Say So the Mac.
They said on 3, but I just bounced out on 0. Don't wear no cape cause we go crazier on heroes. I got a Drake that make a Debo go limbo. My blue rag official, 8th Street to Cabrillo.
Couple of bars later, he mentions, don't wear a cape. This could be a shot at Ralphie, as he always claims he's fly in his raps. Then it's his first mention of Draco, but in reference to a gun and making a bully like Debo get low. Everyone knows Draco is popular for using the term Debo in his raps. The next bar, he makes sure you know his crippin' is good from 8th Street to Cabrillo, in San Pedro.
Let me just set the record straight. I'm not from LA, I'm from San Pedro.
Right after that, he doubled down on the line not being from LA, and being from San Pedro.
Just 8, but I need more chicken. I'm finna teach you how to catch a body, give me 4 minutes.
Then he pulls a Kendrick and tries to predict the outcome of the song, by saying I'ma teach you how to catch a body, just give me 4 minutes. While the whole song is dissing and attempting to kill off the Stinc Team.
Dumb nigga, skip the state and you got more witty. Grand. Heard that nigga hit the county and got tormented. Dumb nigga.
Then he proceeds to take shots at Ralphie, telling him if he wanna get more money, skip California, and focus on being worldwide. This can also be looked at as a diss to Ralphie and others when they say, Stinks run LA. He then mentions how Ralphie was in the county and got tormented. This could be a dig at the rumor Ralphie got all his teeth knocked out while fighting enemies in jail. Many people have pointed out after getting out of jail, he kept his mask on in public and in videos because his teeth were allegedly missing.
Grand, Papa Op, another fundraiser. You ain't seen nothing yet, I'm not tripping, I'm just frustrated.
Remble then gets disrespectful, alluding to more Stinc Team members soon dying and more fundraisers being held to raise money for their funerals. After those shots, he lets Ralphie know he's just getting started and don't take this as him being mad.
If you too high to squabble up, then why you come faded? You not gon' blow, so cut it out with all that pump faking.
Remble then mentions Ralphie being too high to fight. Now this has been an ongoing conversation about if the Stinc Team was all high and leaned up the night of Draco being stabbed. He then proceeds to tear down Ralphie's persona, saying he won't shoot anything and he's talking like a pimp but he's actually a fake. Remble then reminds Ralphie to stop it with all the shooting and gun talk because he is not gonna shoot anything.
It's Remble, never prayed on the weak, but if you swing, I'ma have to put a brain on the street. I'm from the team, better learn how to behave with the beat. Sitch, every time I drop, I'm gonna get played on repeat.
He proceeds to let us know that he doesn't act all big and bad, but if you trying to start shit, he's ready for that action. He then references the fact that he's from Dodgers, which is his gang, but that can also be a flip on Dodgers being a baseball team. The next bar tackles how every time Remble drops a song, everyone is playing it on repeat, back to back.
Every time I left, they wish I stayed on the beat.
And then the next line can be seen 3 different ways. He says, every time he left, people wished he stayed on the beat. Which can be seen as every time he ended a song, the fans wished he kept going. It can also be seen as every time he flows with his style, which is usually offbeat, people wish he stays on the beat, in pocket. Lastly, it could be seen as his Crip references, as when he starts mentions gang or Crip shit, people wished he stayed rapping about other things.
Anybody formed against me get displayed on the TDC.
Next he wishes death on anyone who goes against him. Straight shots at the Stinc Team.
Since T-Mac died, I ain't been happy. Been talking to Draco like, why you leave me here with Ralphie?
Now this is the line that everyone mainly reported on, Remble mentioning Draco by name and asking, why did you leave me with Ralphie? Which is pretty disrespectful. It's even crazier to think that it is a play off a Draco line. On the song, Long Live the Greatest, which pays homage to Ketchy the Great, Draco says, usually don't do this type of shit, but I said fuck it. Arguing with God, nigga, why you take my brother? Arguing over chops, nigga, why you take my 100? But one more thing, why you leave me with these busters?
Remember they tried to take me. Free Cowboy, free Newborn, free Hellcat, free 8th Street. Power up, don't make me air it at the whole crowd. We finna go up, you not fucking with us, let us know now. We lost the roller, as depressing as it is. Good finesse, don't got no squabble, niggas dropped you like a siege.
Then the next few lines don't have that deep of a meaning as he shouts out his homies. But following that, he jumps back to talking about Draco and how we lost him. Then out of nowhere, he dissed the guy that anyone barely mentions in the Stinc Team, Mr. Good Finesse. I believe this is a reference to him getting punched and knocked down during the fight that led to Draco dying.
Like what the fuck, this nigga Ralphie throwing kicks. They running laps, what type of buster shit is this?
Remble takes aim at Ralphie again, mentioning that the only thing he did was attempt a kick. And then says that all the Stinc Team did was run. Calls them busters for doing so.
How many of us is it sliding like Gretzky? Calvin's a square and Angel's just straight zesty.
Remble then lumps himself in with the shooters, talking about sliding like Wayne Gretzky, the hockey player. As it seems he has a full clip with a bullet for everybody, he then takes a shot at young Bull, whose real name is Calvin, and calls him a square. And trust me, being a square, especially in Cali, is not good. In the same line, he jumps to ex-Stinc Team manager and currently OTM's manager, Young Angel. Straight to the point, he calls Young Angel gay.
All I know about K7, he look musty. Fuck with my dirts, but that bad nigga not gon' punk me.
Turning the lyrical gun to another Stinc Team member, K7 the Finesser. At random, Remble says K7 looks musty. Right after, he immediately cops pleas with the 30s and says he fucks with the Dirts. Dirt Gang is known to be members from Rollin' 30's Harlem Crip, which K7 is from. Remble then makes it clear that he won't let K7 punk him in any way.
All that fake shit up on the net really disgusts me. You niggas dusty. I can't respect that.
He also makes it clear that either K7 or Stinc Team as a whole disgust him, and the shit they do he can't respect. Which again, is doubling down on the fact that they ran that night until this day, they still act tough. But the dusty line might for sure be to K7.
Hey, go back to your jeweler, get your bread back. Long live the ruler, he was here, he would've bled y'all.
Once again, this next line could be to the team as a whole or directly to K7 and his gold K7 piece. Then he mentions Draco, saying he would have bled them as Draco is knowing for saying, bleed them.
Uh-oh, shots fired, nigga stand tall. Hey, what's them signs he throwing up? Blow his hands off.
Remble lets it be known that he's not gonna be ducking anything after sending shots at the Stinc Team. Remble then says they're gonna shoot someone's hand off for throwing up hand signs. But he clearly didn't say gang signs cause he knows gang banging politics would then be at play. This is a shot at the fact, in most of the Stinc Team's pictures they're throwing up something with their hand. Which is the too greedy sign.
Drop 50 on a fuck nigga, Zach Randolph. I've been tripping since a young nigga, playing handball. Remember calling duty on some niggas, no Vanguard. Snow Bunny, but this bitty got a black card. Don't got no money, get this bitch up on my black truck.
The next set of bars are regular raps with no diss mentioned.
Them boys turn into city girls when we act up.
Except when he gets to the city girls line, saying them boys basically act like hoes when it's action time.
I'll slap a silly fat fuck. You could be by plenty bitches and don't crack none.
Once again, at random, he comes back around to diss K7. He boldly states he would slap K7 fat ass. He also steps on his pimping, saying he couldn't bag a bitch even if it was 10 of them around.
It ain't shit to turn it back up. Take them to school, I'm finna send them with a packed lunch. And bystanders get a portion if they that tough.
As he lets the beat breathe, he comes back letting us know it ain't nothing to start up the drama that they created a few years back when Draco died. He sons the Stinc Team, literally, by stating he will send them to school like a little kid.
And bystanders get a portion if they that tough. No back and forth, I made a fortune off this rap stuff.
And whoever rolling with them can be involved in the beef as well. Which to me is kind of odd, because they dissed Remble almost 2 if not 3 years ago. So why start the beef back up now? At random. But fuck it, let's keep going.
I'll bet my life they can't rap with me. Take it back, I'll smoke some spice with you actually.
His next line goes over the fact that he feels he can out-rap any of the Stinc Team members.
Wake your game up before you fuck your name up. Niggas always acting like they wanna dance but can't crumb.
Right after that, he does some clever wordplay and throws the song titles to Ralphie's songs back at him as a diss. Telling him to wake his game up before he fuck his name up, this could be seen as him saying be creative and make better music before you just be known as a whack rapper. The next bar is clever as well. Remble says people wanna dance per se, but won't get crump with him. Which was a form of dancing but in a very wild and unique way.
Not gonna be no phase 2 cause they can't get through phase 1.
Now this line really hit me the wrong way. It's a dope line and flows with his raps, but saying there won't be a phase 2 because they can't get through phase 1. Implying there won't be a second diss towards them because they can barely compete with this song. But, I would like to ask, why even diss them if you already took years to respond and knowing they will definitely reply back with a diss song? So you took this moment to pop out the shadows to diss them and say you're not gonna go back and forth. Okay, let's proceed.
K7 need to lose some weight, that nigga built like Faison. Hey fat cuz, that ain't no walk, that's a tris belly. He'll put them perks down eventually.
Remble must really be hurt by whatever K7 did to him, cause for the third time, at random, he dissed K7 by calling him fat like Faison. This is also a reference to Cat Williams' interview with Shannon Sharpe and he called someone a fat Faison liar. As his flow is all over the place, he doubles down on dissing K7 and calling him a fat pill popper. And says he drinks the cheapest lean around, which is Trish.
Although I don't let nothing get to me, y'all was playing cool so the switch up offended me.
One line is interesting as he says, they were playing it cool as far as him not being signed to Draco or being in Stinc Team or he was offended when they, at random, hyped up beef and sparked this whole drama. Now this has to also be during the time OTM start dissing Remble and the Stinc Team fully supported them.
Anyway, oh fuck, get some shit on me. More dog shit than your lil homie's big homie. My grandchildren just witnessed a victory. I'm from 2nd Street, welcome to Germany. Shoot that M70 like a Serbian.
The next few lines aren't directed to anyone, just regular rapping.
Get that boy over here like I'm Scorpion. Hey, niggas nerds could've played the accordion. Hey, cancel Christmas, I'll be breaking the ornaments.
Then I assumed right around the Scorpion get over here line is where he switches his lyrical frustration towards OTM. But in particular, Blue Pesos, calling him a nerd and flips one of Draco lines on him by saying he'll cancel Christmas on him.
Get up, bitch. Come on, you gotta be more practical. Just be yourself, you don't gotta be on testicles. I seen that tweet, I'm like that boy right on schedule.
He further goes on Blue Pesos by telling him to basically get off Draco nuts. This has been a talk regarding Pesos for a while now since he proudly admits he adopted Draco flow. Remble then proceeds to let us know that Pesos is very predictable and foreshadowed dissing him on Twitter in a tweet.
Get side tooth trying to keep that shit professional. You ain't listened to the last round, meathead? Pay attention, you saying the same shit that he said. Blue Pesos will never be Draco.
That next line I honestly couldn't really catch if it's a diss or not. But following that, he made sure you knew he was taking shots at Blue Pesos. Once again, stating he will never be like Draco the ruler.
Jace Dempsey got Barney on payroll.
Remble then takes aim at Duffy from OTM, and just like Young Bull, calling him out by his government name. Also, making a reference to Duffy being a child actor and being featured on the kids' TV show, Barney.
House party, it's a concert in the back. Heard that girl was 16 and y'all was grabbing on her ass. All bad. Hope it didn't get no crazier than that. Oh man, don't try to tell me you was faded off the yak.
Now, while Remble never addresses the minor accusation they threw on him, he did throw one at OTM. Claiming one of the two, if not both, touched one a youngin' at a house party. Now these are just rumors as there haven't been any reports on this anywhere before this song.
When I see you, it ain't nothing you can say to me. Ball your fist, take your ass whipping gracefully. Park cub, don't think you know what I'ma do to you.
Now I guess they really got Remble heated at some point with all their dissing as he threatens to fight them and knock him out on sight.
Them niggas know why I ain't show up at that funeral.
He then alludes to the fact as to why he did not attend Draco funeral, which kind of got the ball rolling on the current feud. From the Stinc Team point of view, it was all good until he didn't go to the funeral and also followed YG on Instagram. Now, remember when Remble stated in a Vlad interview that he didn't go because he wasn't invited and didn't want to just show up? But clearly, he's alluding to the fact that him and OTM would have fought, but this could not be true because OTM and Remble didn't have beef during this time. The story goes, after OTM very first mixtape dropped on YouTube before it even hit Spotify or Apple Music, Remble felt a way about some lines that either Pesos or Duffy said. This is where the text messages come in at, where Stinc Team later exposed that Remble hit up young Bull to check them, as an OTM, even though they weren't dissing him. Now unless this is the situation he's referring to, then I don't see why he wouldn't attend Draco funeral. I mean, unless he was just scared to go, since the team backed up OTM in support. Keep in mind, OTM has claimed themselves that they didn't diss Remble on that first tape. So he basically tripped for nothing.
Hey, but suckers be on sucker shit as usual. No disrespect to the fam, it was beautiful. It's been a minute since the band made a musical. You probably make a few more bands in a cubicle.
He then calls them all suckers and sends a sarcastic remark to Draco family about the funeral looking beautiful. Even taking a jab at their rap career and implying they might make more money working a regular 9-to-5 job.
Walking this down as if I didn't have a vehicle. Sir, the condition that you're in is looking critical. With AAA, but I'm a product of the general. Apologizing, it might not have to get physical. Like nigga psych, you might just spot me in your living room. Double C, I'm from the deuce, I need collateral.
He goes off for a little while with no diss to anyone, just clever wordplay and dope metaphors.
Stuff cuz in the back of a Humvee and make it flammable. Grab me gas, another drop, another article. Put scope on the chopper for any nigga think they Spartacus.
He also has a nice line about burning them up in a vehicle.
Grand Avenue trophies, go ask about us, we be parking shit. I'm from the city where tough titties turn to carcasses.
But he quickly makes his wrong chess move. I guess by thinking if he doubles down on being a crip that will keep him from being pressed or checked, especially by Stinc Team and OTM, which are really cliques and rap groups. But as we soon saw after this song dropped, that same day even, OTM pulled up to his hood in San Pedro. Ralphie even joins in by clowning Remble for his gang being inactive and his hood/projects were taken over by another gang entirely.
They rap like they was in the streets, but they was far from me. Fuck nigga, stop playing before I start something. Somebody better check his post, make sure his heart pumping.
He continues to shut down any claims of OTM being street, since it's been reported that they grew up in Gardena and Lawndale, not in Los Angeles. As he closes out the song, he jokingly says someone needs to check their pulse because they should be dead already.
Keep playing with the waters till you see a shark coming. Threw some right crosses that they draw like I was shot putting. I'd keep it real if I thought your career was promising. Same song, 100 different beats, that should be comedy.
Now at the very last line of the song, people automatically assumed he was talking about Ralphie, which that alone says a lot. But I think he was still gun-toting at OTM, as they too rap on the same type of beats over and over. But that's it for this song breakdown. Let me know in the comments if you made it this far and if you're fucking with it or not. Also, if you find anything I missed, breakdown-wise, comment below and let me know. This is Stinc Meaner signing out. Peace.
Blue bitches in my pocket, Nina on the seat. Different hustle, different week, all scams on repeat. It was GMC then and it's GMC now. Hold up, I'm getting money currently, how you like me now? Blue bitches in my pocket, Nina on the seat. Different hustle, different week, all scams on repeat.